to make this video because everybody keeps asking me about it throughout my whole entire life. And I'm going to pretty much put my 2 adoptions in one video because I just feel like it's a major milestone in my life. And I don't feel like I should break it up into 2 different stories because it was pretty much about 6 years of my life. So it's pretty much a big chunk of my life, you know? So it's a big chunk. Okay, so I'm going to put a disclaimer out there. Every adoption, every foster parent kid, every foster parent, every biological family is completely different, okay? My story and Tina's story, it's going to be a completely different story than everybody else out there, okay? Besides Linda and Jim, because they were kind of like telling somewhat the same story, but not fully the same story, because guess what? We're not the same kids. So my experience, Tina's experience, and her input of look on it is completely different, but we have the same outcome. So, okay, I am not going to go telling the house that we lived in, what the name was, or the Pacific Garden that we went to, because technically I can't even pronounce it, but it's a major part of my life. So I'm going to tell you. Okay, ready? Okay, my mother, Debbie, just finished a couple, I don't know. We were her first and her last kids that she ever fostered. We were actually the first kids she ever got told about. Yeah. So if that doesn't tell you anything about how awesome me and my sister are, to just tell you. Okay. So people have been wondering why I put butterflies into this family and what the meanings behind it and why is it so meaningful to this family. Well, because it is. I'm joking. Butterflies is a very full meaning to us. Pretty much it means our love to each other. My grandmother, me, my sister, Cheyenne, we do it. And I kind of throw it to my dad because he does it too. But we went to a garden when my mom first took, like, our first visit with her. And our only visit, actually, with her. She took us to a garden and it had butterflies. So, pretty much the first thing that me and my mom saw together was butterflies. So, you kind of see how that kind of rolls into place. So, we went to the garden, we went out to McDonald's and had dinner, or lunch, whatever time of day, can't remember. I was 5, maybe 6, okay? Okay. So, we pretty much went back to the house without any knowledge of the next time we were going to see her, if she wanted to see us again. Lo and behold, she did. And she wanted to foster us, okay? So, she told the people, whoever she had to tell, that she wanted to foster me and my sister. Because we were a package deal, people. Package deal. So, she told them, they told us, we started packing. And the one thing I'm still pissed about to this day is I couldn't take my stupid Elmo with me. It was a stuffed animal I got from Santa Claus. Nope, couldn't take it with me. So I'm still pissed off to this day about it. But whatever. We were at a group home. Like, pretty much that's what it was. And then we went. We were packing. Pretty much we got told. And we picked. Like, it was a very quick process. Pretty much a quick process. So the caseworker took us to the house. We've never seen the house. We pull up. She walks out. Hello! Like my mom always does. Very cheerful. And that's when I knew my life was going to change for the best. No joke. So we were not eligible to get adopted yet. We had to jump through a couple different hoops and see if my biological family can pull their stat if they had to try to get us back. Which we all know that didn't work out. But I'm not hurting my biological family because I do have a relationship with them. It's just not the same relationship I had with my adopted parents, okay? Completely not the same. Okay, so the next 2 years, we had to have visitation with my mother, my biological mother, and my grandmother, with my siblings. I don't think I've ever saw my mother or my grandmother without my siblings. It legit had to be the four of us. See them. Okay. These visitations were hard on everyone because you're telling a child that you want us back and you want us to, like, you're doing everything possible you can do to get us back. In the back of our heads, we knew that wasn't true. Of course, we wanted to believe it, but after pretty much 2 years of going through this process, we knew, like, it's not gonna happen. And slowly after a while, you were like, I don't want this to happen. I don't want them. And that's pretty much what I got to in my life, is my mom was my mom at some point. Like, I pretty much called her mom very quick. Like, it was really quick for her. And she told me that it was pretty much quick to her, and she was very surprised how quick I started calling her mom. Tina, I don't remember, but because Tina's a different person, okay? In that process, we got close to my mom's family, which is my grandmother and my grandfather, my pappy, okay? We literally loved this family to death. I couldn't imagine my life without them. Like, even as 6, 7-year-old, I couldn't imagine it. So after 2 years, they signed their rights over. My father and my mother signed the rights over to me and my sister, and we started the 1 and 4 month process of adoption. So technically, for 1.5 years and 4 months, we didn't have parents. We were no one's child, okay? By law, we didn't have any parents, which is sad, but extremely happy at the same time, because we knew my mom was gonna be my mom, okay? So, at age 9, on August 27th, 2003, we walked up to the courthouse. Okay? Yeah. Best day of my life. One of the best days of my life. And the judge asked us the question, do you want to be adopted? Tina said yes. I said yes. Okay? By the way, I don't know if this is every adoption or even if they do this still now, but we could change 2 parts of our name, which means the first name, the last name, or the middle name, and the last name, okay? We'll get there. We'll get to the next part. And then the judge asked us if we wanted to change our name, which, of course, we did. Tina went from Tanisha to Tina. Harrow. I'm not going to shout again, but I know that. And then I went from Marybeth Lucille to Meredith. You know my middle name? You know it. I'm not going to say it. To Meredith Harrow. Okay? So, pretty much, they were just like, okay, and paid this little hammer. We were adopted. But there's another best part about this whole entire day. We didn't just think it's a tough experience. My sister and my brother got adopted the same day to my Aunt Arlene. Yeah, okay? So, it was a big deal for the 4 of us. Like, huge deal, because we got adopted the same day. They actually talked to the court or whatever, and it worked out that we could get adopted on the same day, which is the best thing in the freaking world that I think could happen to us. Okay. People always asked how we were so close, because a lot of foster kids don't get to see or talk to their biological siblings, because some foster parents don't want that. But we had 2 awesome families, like my mom and my aunt. We call them her and aunt because it's just how we were raised that way. Wanted us to be connected to our siblings. And the best part is, we pretty much lived like 15 minutes away from each other, maybe less, depending on the traffic. Because we know how Tampa and Sabine is, okay, and Seminole is. People. So, we got to be for pretty much all our lives up to we were in 4th grade. We were very close to them. We Used to spend the night at their house. They used to come over. We used to go swimming at their house. We used to have parties and all the shebang. Well, we adopted. Our big celebration, we went to Applebee's that day, but our big celebration to celebrate our adoption was at the house, and we had a pool party because we pretty much got decided what we wanted, and we wanted a pool party. So that's what happened. Okay. My mother got us earrings. I still have mine. I can't say about Tina. You're gonna have to ask Tina if you want to know. She got us gold earrings, and to this day, I still have them. I still do. I legit thought I lost them one time, and I cried. My life was so sad for that. 5 minutes I couldn't find them, but I found them. Okay, we're gonna fast forward just a tiny bit in my life, just a tiny bit. So my mother started to date, which we knew, even though she tried to hide from us, we knew she was dating. We were not stupid. Okay, so my mom was very protective over us. She didn't want us to meet a person unless she knew this was pretty much the person. Which comes to my father. We got told my mom was dating somebody, and sooner or later we're gonna meet this man. Well, it was a lot sooner than what my mom thought it was gonna be. One day, this guy just comes rolling up on his bicycle. Okay, remind you, we're not supposed to talk to strangers. And some dude just comes rolling up in our driveway. He's like, hi, my name is Rick. And I was like, isn't that the guy Mom's dating? Guy named Rick or something? Okay. But us being kids are whatever. We're not supposed to talk to strangers. But of course we talked to him. He's like, is Debbie here? And we're like, yeah, of course. We pretty much rescreamed my mother's name because we don't go inside. We went to the garage. Mama, some guy's here for you named Rick. Then Mom's like, what the hell? Comes out. Speaking of this situation, my dad is a freaking awesome dude. He fixes stuff, okay? He's an engineer. He knows how to fix stuff. Tina's brake chain or something was broken, so he fixed it. We thought he was awesome because he fixed the bike chain. Okay, so Tina can actually ride a bike. Woohoo! Okay, we were easy kids to please, can't you tell? Because we wanted a father. So that's how we met my dad. That's how we met him. Not a wonderful story. I'm joking, it is. It's a great story. I still remember to this day. I can't remember what time of year. It's either, I think beginning is I don't remember. Either summer. It's a weekend. Okay, it was a weekend. Because Dad went biking on the weekends. Okay? So, and then they started to date. He started to come, they were dating, but dating of us that we knew of. Okay? And one of the greatest memories that I actually have is my third grade year. Yes, I had 2 third grade years because of FK. We went up for my birthday to meet my granny and my Pappy. Oh my gosh, I can't. Poppy and Pappy. It's confusing. Poppy. And either South Carolina or North Carolina. It was my birthday, okay? So at this time, if you're meeting the grandparents, you knew it was pretty freaking serious. I have shorts on, people, okay? So we knew it was pretty serious. And the only reason why I remember this story is because I met my grandparents. But I also got the Cheetah Girls DVD and the CD. Okay. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. If you're my age, you understand. You understand. But then we also got a single cake that was chocolate. And one candle. Let me explain this candle. It's saying happy birthday on a loop. On a loop. and I gotta keep the candle. Okay? But the story about this candle is pretty much no one else got to use it besides me because it was my birthday candle. And it lasted. I can't even tell you. I think all the way till I was like 17 or something. It lasted a very long time. I was 10. Okay? I was 10. That should tell you it lasted pretty much 7 years. But pretty much after that, we pretty much got taken with my father very often. He hung out, stayed the night, cooked us dinners that we didn't like. I was a very, very, very picky child, okay? Very picky. So he started introducing all these wonderful foods, the midoneki, and I still don't like some of it, okay? So, fast forward just a tiny bit. I don't remember when they got engaged, but I remember my reaction. I remember the date, okay? That's not my issue. It's not a big deal to me. The wedding was the big deal for me. So, they got engaged. Parents went out that night, got engaged, came home. We were, hanging out with our babysitter, and I got a hand flashed in my face. For a second, I was like, why is Mom putting her hand in my face? Then I focused. Then I realized. Then I looked, and I was like, oh my God. And that's what I did, and the chair flipped. I stood up in the chair, and the chair went, and I went with the chair. Got yelled at, but they were happy that I was happy. Did I ever flip the chair again? Probably, but I remember. Okay, so we started to plan the wedding. I said we had some say in it, but not really. So they started planning the wedding, and then we got told that we have to move. Remind you, I already was in preschool at a different school, kindergarten through second in one school. Third grade year was a different school. And then I got told my fourth grade year was going to be in a different school too. Because some odd reason I wanted to change schools. I think either I wanted to change schools or my mom wanted me to change schools. I don't remember. So I was already at 4 schools. Then we got told that we were moving. We knew we were moving. We chose the house. I couldn't stay in that school because it was too far away. So that was my 5th elementary school that we were moving into. Tina was in middle school by then. Okay? So we moved. Grandma, Granny came down. I think Poppy might have. I can't remember. We moved in a day. Okay? In a single freaking day. 2 households into 1. We were happy and go lucky when we first started. After we got all my room stuff into my bedroom, I was done helping. I just wanted to do my room so I could freaking go to bed. But then I realized I had a headache. Then I realized that one of my shows were going to be turned on that night was Wildfire. And it was a brand new season, brand new thing. And I watched the whole entire seasons of Wildfire. So I was in my 5th school. Starting my 5th school. The next day. The very next day we moved. Because my mom was a teacher, and she went a couple days before, and we got signed up to go to school already. I was like, yeah, I got a couple days off. No, we didn't. We were at school the very, very next day. Okay. So, they were planning the wedding. April comes rolling around. January, February, March. I gotta do this one, guys. January, February, March. March rolls around at the very end of the month. We started getting family in from my dad's side. People I did not know. I had anxiety. Okay? So I had anxiety about meeting them. Like, awesome, I'm getting a new family. And now on that side, I was like, what if they don't like me? I don't understand. It was I was yin yang about this entire situation, but mostly I was excited. I can remember meeting all my family members. I can tell you that for sure. Okay? April 1st, 2006, my parents got married. So, yet again, my world has changed for the better. So, which the day was a wonderful day. Like, pitch perfect for them. They loved pretty much what I expected. And the wedding, we were crying. I can't even tell you the vows that my parents said to me and my sister. Besides reading the book that they have it in, I can't tell you because I was crying. Because I was so happy. My mother is the only one of the four of us that did not cry during the wedding. Just straight up telling you. I looked at my dad, and that was in the story. He was crying, and I went... started crying because he was happy, I was happy, my mom was happy, and Tina was happy. We were all happy because we were all becoming a family. Well, my parents also getting married, and that was the happiest day of their life. Besides getting us, obviously. So, my mother being a teacher at this point in time of her life, she was not missing out on school, which means we didn't get missed out on school. So the rest of my 4th grade year, I was a Tanner Harrow for the rest of my 4th grade year. So, in July, they shipped us off to Colorado. They went to, I don't remember. They're literally going to kick my butt for this, but I don't remember. St. Roy or St. Croix? St. Croix. There it is, St. Croix. They went to St. Croix for their honeymoon. We got shipped off to Colorado, which was pretty freaking awesome, I got to say, because my aunt is freaking awesome, and my uncle's freaking awesome too. So, we pretty much got shipped off, which we were okay with for like 2 weeks, I think it was. 2-hour delay behind us. Okay, so we went to mountains, had fun, saw snow for the first time in our life, and I got snow down my pants by my aunt because I did it to her, so I got paid back for it. So, on July 27th, yes, 2006. Yep, 24th, July 24th, see? July 24th. Bad handwriting. Is when we got adopted by my father. Which, we became Marybeth, my middle name, Edelman, Allerman. Okay, yet again, the judge asked us, we were at the age that we knew what the hell we were doing, okay? We've been through this process pretty much 3 years prior. Less than 3 years prior, we've been through this process. We know what we were going to get ourselves into. We knew it. All we had to do was just slide it. Just slide it away. That's all we wanted. And we became family. Like, we were family before, but it became illegal that we were family. And it was one of the second best days of my life. Is I gained a father. I love my parents with all my heart. I put my parents through hell. And I will tell you that, like, pretty much when the coping video comes out, because I was not an easy child, I put my parents through hell. I literally, for the next, from fourth grade on, well, 5th grade when I became actually the child, to my senior year, I had very highs and very lows. Okay? So this is pretty much the process of my family, like coping and like not coping, but what my family dealt with us, well, with me. I was not a very easy teenager. I had depression, I had anxiety, I had attachment disorder. Okay? So, I was not an easy child. And I put my parents through hell and back. Do I regret it? Yes. But could I control it? No. Could I control what I said to them? Yes. And I do regret everything I said that hurt them. Like, everything, and they know I do regret it. But at that time in my head, I didn't know. Like, I didn't know. Like, I knew that I was going to hurt them, but I couldn't care less because I was hurting inside. And the other time I saw my dad cry was when he told me that he knew I had depression and he couldn't help. So, we went through a whole entire process of actually kind of meeting each other again. Because I literally had to learn myself again. And learn myself and learn who I was as a person, and pretty much learn my family and our family aspect for each other again. And to this day that we're still learning, like we're still learning how to completely talk to each other, because I still have depression and I still have anxiety and I still have bipolarness. And it's just every day is a learning day for my family and me, and I can say that we're close again, because for a little bit we weren't close, because every family does this. But to this end of this day, that I respect the shit out of my parents. Like, my parents are my parents. I love them to death. And I wouldn't change them for the world. So, I just want to shout out to them, saying thank you for adopting me and my sister, for loving us because you didn't have to. I love y'all.